A few weeks ago, I used to think something was wrong with me because every Sunday I would do the same thing. I would have a notebook, I'll write down goals, I'll watch a motivational video, and I will even say to myself, this is the week that my life is going to change for good. I'm going to write down things I want to achieve in this week. And by Monday, nothing has changed. I've not started anything I wrote on the book. By Wednesday, I already started forgetting the things that are on the book. By Friday, I've completely forgotten most of the things I said I was going to achieve in that week. And on Sunday again, guess what? I am not back on my bed. I am writing down something, I am watching another motivational video and feeling motivated again, or trying to make myself feel motivated so that I can do better in the new week. And in the new week, I will also see myself with the same struggle. By Wednesday, I am back to my normal routine, and most times I have totally forgotten if I even wrote down a goal. I used to think motivation was the problem. I used to think that if I feel more motivated, I'll be able to do more. But then I found out that motivation is actually not the problem. And I found out something I'm going to be talking about in this video. And to think that most of us have been blaming the wrong thing. This video is going to be in 4 parts. Part 1 is the motivation trap. Part 2, I'm going to be telling you about 2 people. And part 3, which is the part I like best because it's the part I'm going to be talking about what the real problem is. And part 4, I'll be talking about my realization and how I've learned to handle things. If you're just seeing me for the first time, hello, hi, my name is Matilda. I talk about personal growth. I tell you things that make you feel uncomfortable. If you're in that place, if you're a young person like me who wants to achieve more but find it hard to do one thing or the other because you don't feel motivated, you don't have an accountability partner, you don't have someone that's going to always pull you to do things, then you're welcome to my channel. Make sure to click on the subscribe button so you get to see videos, any of my videos that come up. And make sure to click on that bell to get notified when I post a new video. And if this video helps you, make sure to click on that like button. So let's get into the main video. Think about it. Most of us are not struggling because we've never felt motivated. We felt motivated hundreds of times. Maybe after church, maybe your reverend father or your pastor said something during sermon and you're like, yes, this is it, I'm going to change my life this week. Or you watched a YouTube video, or you attended a conference where they talked about things that inspire you, some people that inspire you, and like, I'm going to change my life in this new week. Or on your birthday, you're like, new year, new me, I'm going to change my life in this new year. Or after New Year resolution, when we are entering into a new year, people that write New Year resolution say in this new year, I'm going to change my life. And after all these things, you find out that you are so motivated. Why don't you actually fulfill those things you've written down? What exactly is the problem? It's not because you're not motivated. That's what I found out. And you see the thing, we've all had that moment where we felt so motivated, but then motivation doesn't seem to last. So maybe motivation is not what we're missing because we've had it again and again. Imagine 2 people. The first person wakes up feeling motivated, feel like they're going to achieve a lot in this world. They get their pen and paper, they write out things they want to achieve, they set out goals, they said this week is my week, and they close that book and keep it. And the second person who does not even feel motivated, the person does not even feel like doing it, but does it anyway. The person goes out to do, even if it's just one small task out of all the things they've written. Fast forward to 6 months time. Now, in the 2 people, who do you think would have achieved something in 6 months? Of course, the second person who did not feel motivated. And do you know why the first person was not able to achieve, even though they felt so motivated? They had written down things. It's because motivation is a feeling, and feelings live. So I think the real problem is we've made agreements with ourselves. Agreements like, I'll start when I feel like, I'd apply for that job when I feel inspired, I would work when I feel like working, I would apply for that job when I feel confident enough to apply, I would post on social media when I feel confident with how my face looks, or how my dress looks, or what my body type is like. That's only when I'm going to post. But life doesn't work that way. Imagine doctors only agreed or decided to work when they feel like working. Or imagine your parents only agree to be your parents whenever they feel like being parents. Or teachers decide, even when they know that they have to go to work to struggle with toddlers, they go to work only when they want to be teachers. Or those that work 9 to 5, you only go to work the day you feel motivated to go to work. And for those that work 9 to 5, I'm sure that most days you don't even feel like going to work. Maybe just on Monday because it's the first day of the week. After Monday, I'm sure most 9 to 5ers don't even feel like going to work. You see that most things that matter gets done because people decided to show up, not because people feel motivated to show up and they feel like showing up, or they love showing up so much, they love coming to work so much that they come to work. Now, the biggest shift happened for me when I stopped asking myself, how do I feel motivated? And I started asking myself, how do I keep showing up? Because those are two different questions. Motivation is a feeling. Showing up is even when you don't feel like it, just drag yourself, just make sure to get it done. So how do I keep showing up? I tell myself, if it's for something like let's say content creation, I can say, okay, I'll make sure I want to put out a video a week. That way I know that anything I know I'm doing that week, I have to make sure that a video is ready. That keeps me on. If it's for someone that's applying for a job, you're going to tell yourself, I want to apply to this number of jobs. And then you go online, you set their websites where you can set up notifications so that once there are new jobs that match your skill, they pop up immediately. And then start applying. And you do it anyway, even if it's that time when you get back from work that you're so tired and all you want to do is sleep. Once any notification comes, you do it immediately. And I feel like I'm most likely to do something immediately I see it than when I procrastinate. Once I just say I will do it later, there's 70% chance that I'm not going to do it again. So immediately I see it, I do it immediately, I get it done immediately. So some days you feel confident, some days you feel inspired, some days you feel like you want to quit. And since we've established that our feelings are unreliable, so if you base your progress on your feelings, there's 90% chance you're never going to get things done. So let me know if there's something you've been waiting to feel motivated to start or waiting to feel confident enough to start. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure to comment on this video and like this video. And I also still watch motivational videos. Of course, I still watch inspiring videos. And they also help me, to help me to feel motivated. But I make sure that I don't just work with just that feeling that I feel motivated right now. Means I have to achieve everything right now. Because obviously along the line, that feeling is going to die off. So maybe motivation is not what we need. What we need is more action. Maybe you've just been waiting for a feeling to do a job that only a decision can do. Alright guys, make sure to click on the subscribe button, make sure to like this video, and please support me, and see you on my next video. Bye.